Good afternoon. I'll call to order the July 7th Trades Licensing Board meeting. Excuse me. I will now take the roll. Mr. Armstrong, Mr. Bretz, Mr. Bricker.
Here.
Mr. Collins, Mr. Dietrich, Mr. Hollern.
Here.
Mr. Panitsky,
Here.
Mr. Reeves,
Here.
Mr. Schaaf, Mr. Sessler,
Here.
Mr. Yatsko,
Here.
Mr. Ziwi.
Here.
The chair is present. That concludes the roll. You were all notified electronically of the meeting minutes from May and June. If there's no objection, I'll take a motion to approve the meeting minutes from May and June.
So moved. Second.
Motion by Mr. Sessler, seconded by Mr. Panitsky. Is there any questions on the motion? Any questions on the motion? Being that there's none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion passes. In the interest of public transparency, I'm notifying the public that I have amended the agenda to add the solicitor's report at the end of the meeting. Moving on to public comment, Mr. Paluski is here to address the Trades Licensing Board. Mr. Paluski, if you could come up to the mic, state your name and your address, please.
My name is John Paluski, owner of Paluski Plumbing. I'm here for one of my men that is turned in his application to become a master plumber. He's been a journeyman plumber for 15 years, and on the application they require a GED. And I was hoping that you could see over the GED at this point in time of his life.
Okay.
Requirement.
If you look underneath the sign-in sheet, I left you a document, because after you emailed me, I wanted to look into it a little further.
Okay.
So this is a real easy solution for you. It's on page 14. It says, applicants for a master's license shall possess a high school diploma or GED. Applicant, there's a typo, applicant may petition the board for an exception.
Okay.
So just have your guy either write us a letter and submit it with his application, or come here in person, if no one objects to that. Is a letter okay? Or come here in person, just explaining why he's not submitting his high school diploma or GED.
Well, he doesn't have one.
Well, that can be the explanation.
Okay.
And then when we review the application, we'll look at the letter at the same time.
Okay.
How's that sound?
That's fine.
Okay, great.
Good enough.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're free to go. Is there any other public comment? Any other public comment? Being that there's none, the public comment section is closed. We'll move on to old business. Eric Duckett requested the reinstatement of his journeyman electrician license. Mr. Duckett held an active journeyman license with the city of Erie from 2010 to 2014. Reinstatement was approved by the board for the back fees of $1,700. Letters were mailed to the following, informing them all that their applications were approved by the board. Nicholas Williams, master plumber. Daniel King, master plumber. Jacob Carr, journeyman electrician. Jacob van der Volgen, master electrician. Stephen Herbstritt, master electrician. Michael Morwood, master mechanical. Letters were mailed to the following, informing that their application was denied. Melton Thigpen, master electrician. That concludes old business. Moving on to new business, there are 2 plumbing applications to review. The first one is Ryan Respecki. Is this the one he was here about?
No,
Okay.
this guy actually submitted everything that was requested, and the other one is the one that he came.
The other, he was going for master, the other one.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yes.
I see. Can we go to the verifier, Christie? Oh. Does his time? Let me see here. Oh,
He did submit,
has he been registered?
W-2s. Yes.
He's
yes.
been, that's what I was asking.
Yes,
He's
yes.
been registered more than 3 years?
Yes.
Okay,
He
and we're
submitted
good.
W-2s to show when he was employed with Ronnie Rick.
He worked for his dad, and now he's with Paluski, it looks like. Okay, very good. You don't get too many handwritten references.
Is it all on the same page?
It's all from one notebook. That's okay, though. A reference letter is a reference letter.
Yep, he's got a transcript.
He's got it. This application looks in order to me.
I'll make a motion to approve it.
Mr. Reeves makes the motion to approve. Mr. Ziwi seconds the motion. Are there any questions on the motion? Being that there's none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion passes. Next is Mr. Michael Falutz for Master Plumber.
Is this flutes?
This is his son.
Okay.
No, it's his son. No. Well, his dad still works for
He does.
Winston.
Still works for Winston.
Yeah. No, this Michael Falutz went through the apprenticeship program for the union.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, this is the one at Hammond.
Yes. Local 22. He has all the time.
Was he registered journeyman and everything?
Yes.
Yes. he is.
Okay. And he worked,
He stopped being an apprentice back in like 2015, maybe,
okay.
somewhere around there. I might not have that.
So he's been at UPMC for 4.5
Yeah.
years?
Journeyman April 2015 to December.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's been, and then he worked for Spader and some other places during that time.
I'll make the motion to approve.
Mr. Panitsky makes a motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second?
Seconded by Mr. Sessler. Any discussion? Being that there's none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion passes. Okay, next we're moving on to electrical. Mr. Melton Thigpen, again.
He's resubmitted his application after it was denied. He gave a new verification page as well as this letter that was forwarded to the board.
That's why he was denied, correct? Because he had an incomplete application.
Yes, the verification page.
He's the one that has the missing time with Dobrich. Dobrich won't verify for him.
But he did submit, the last time he did submit W-2s showing his time working with Dobrich.
And it met the time criteria? Okay, well, let's go to the verifier.
Did you want to see his entire application again, or is this fine?
Can you scroll down,
You
Christine?
can, yeah,
No,
you
this
scroll
is all
down.
that was requested to resubmit was,
So did he have his time?
25 through 30
Because
was
wasn't the
left
time
blank.
the issue with Dobrich?
she verified his he turned in his W-2s.
He turned in his W-2s with his prior application. His verification page, 25 through 30, was left blank. So it was
Right,
considered
right.
incomplete, so he resubmitted his verification page with those completed.
How much time did he have with someone after Dobrich?
Don't know.
Because Dobrich would not sign?
He will not, you know how that can be when you have
Yeah.
an employer and an employee.
Yep.
And things can be contentious between them. This isn't the first time we've seen that.
I think it still comes down to,
Right there, yeah, I want to see this, Dobrich Electric, 2013, 2016. So after he left
21, 5 years.
Dobrich, where did he go after that?
I don't know. Does it say?
That was when he was working for, he said he was working
Oh,
for
till,
Harper.
look, it says till 2021, so that's
Right.
that's the mix-up thing that we don't know where he was working.
Right.
Whether he was working for
Oh,
Mr.
yeah.
Harper, if he's working for himself, no one really knows.
Mr. Harper has no records.
No. But, I mean, by rights, if he turned in his W-2s showing that he worked for, thank God that's redacted, that he did work for Dobrich Electric in that time period, he has the time. I mean, that's just the bottom line. Regardless of the other things happening. I mean,
He has a verifier, you know,
that's it.
and he has the time, the W-2s, right?
Yes.
He has the time of his previous employer.
He provided W-2 17 through 20.
And on top of that, not only did he do that, but he paid his back license fees, correct?
Correct.
If he paid his back license fees, I don't have any, I mean, he's all on the up and up as far
I don't
as.
see why we could deny. That's what I'm saying.
Is there any more discussion?
Is there any reason why we would deny him is the real question?
There isn't, everything's in order.
Then I would make a motion to approve.
Second?
Motion made by Mr. Reeves to approve, seconded by Mr. Panitsky. Is there any more discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion passes. I hope Mr. Thigpen uses his license wisely. Next, we have a amended mechanical. Mr. Powell wants to get a master mechanical's license.
Mr. Powell's application was denied for the same, well, his was denied because he was.
He was his own verifier.
It's self-verified.
Yeah, you
So
can't do
he
that.
Resubmitted with a new verifier.
AP 364. That's, yeah, okay. The rest of his documentation was all in order, I believe.
Correct.
It was a lot of pages, like 50-some pages.
what about the missing lines on the verifier?
Where
Are those not needed?
we're at.
There's about
There
4
was
or
a couple
5 missing.
empty initials, I don't know if they just got missed or, he doesn't do some.
Oh,
I think that so I was part of this, so I'm going to recuse myself from the vote, but I will tell you what, Mr. Durney didn't feel that, we don't do masonry and factory-built fireplaces. So that was, one that he left out because that's not something that we do. And those.
Kitchen hoods would be sheet metal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just not things that we're typically part of, so he didn't feel comfortable filling those out, knowing that the person went through our apprenticeship program and is fully able to do the work. He just didn't feel comfortable on the ones that he wasn't sure about.
Because you don't, you literally don't do those.
Sauna and a pool heater is just like my boyfriend.
I guess here, the problem with this application is if, what's gonna say the next application doesn't have to fill out the whole thing? You know what I mean? I mean, it is missing parts, that we always make sure every line does have a verifier, don't we?
Yes, yes, we do. I mean, the other thing that could be done here is it could be approved pending a fully filled out verifier page.
Because, I mean, yeah, we've never approved one that's not been.
Otherwise, we have to probably table it and send it back. I understand why he did what he did.
I understand, too.
'Cause, yeah, I get,
You don't feel comfortable, you don't.
yeah, just because it's not in their realm of work. So I get that. Like a masonry fireplace has nothing to do with the steam fitter, nothing.
No,
It had more to do with plumbers than it would steam fitters, to be truthful.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So, I mean, everything else, as long as he sends it back with it, what's a solicitor's
We
opinion?
have the solicitor here who can,
So are those are the only sections they're missing, or the?
those are the only ones. Commercial goods,
Hoods and desktop.
Yeah, I mean, that's a tin,
Sauna.
really, it's not a steam fitter.
True, but
I mean,
it comes down to revamping the
Yeah.
application.
Yeah, I'd say the question is, does he meet the criteria to be approved? Do you need those other things filled out for him to be approved or not? So if you think he has enough experience based on what he's given you, I think you could approve him. But I mean, but the conditional approval, as suggested, is an option. Sending it back, having him, fill that in completely is an option. But I think first you want to look at maybe, do you need any more information, or does he seem like he meets all the qualifications? That's what I'd say, the first question. If the answer to that is no, then one of your other two options, I would say, fits.
Okay. There's the options.
he completed the apprenticeship, correct?
Yes.
So what's his, I'm looking at his application on my phone, what's his full background in the field?
He was an apprentice, a journeyman, and a contractor, correct? Or no?
Yes.
Okay. So he was an apprentice, journeyman, finished the apprenticeship, worked as a journeyman, and then became a contractor.
In where at?
His own business.
His
In
own-
Erie?
He's out of Pittsburgh.
So he's out of Pittsburgh. Okay, so has he ever worked under somebody that's had a master mechanical license in the city?
No.
Well, apparently, it says here that the candidate worked under his supervision for 3 months. From January 19th through April
That may
of
be,
this year.
that may be unknown, actually, because there's 37 contractors that work in the jurisdiction? Maybe more for you, there's 37 for me. So that may be unknown, actually, because the way that the hiring halls work, you could work for Scobell for 4 months, and then the next thing you know, you're working for Rennick or Spader. So it's really an unknown.
So does his verifier have a mechanical license for the
Yes.
city? Okay.
Yes.
Yes. The
That's what the
mechanical's a little bit different than the other,
He's basically verifying that he went through the apprenticeship program.
Uh-huh.
because there's no journeyman, there's
Right.
no journeyman appliance license. It's
I
just-
know, and what are the minimum requirements for the years, does it specifically say that they have to work under a mechanical license?
It,
What's the exact verbiage?
it is 4 years under a licensed appliance installer.
For the city of
His
Erie.
application should fall under the union to union
Yeah.
for obtaining a license.
Okay.
Because we do for the other unions that, as long as they completed the apprenticeship through the union,
Right, like for Brent, for example, when
Right.
someone completes the IBEW
Yep.
apprenticeship, they don't have to take the exam, they just go.
Correct.
Yeah. Well, I think consistency is also important.
Yes.
So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the motion that we approve his application pending the verifier page being completely filled out. Contingent on that.
I kind of agree, only because if if the verifier just approved all that, then I really don't have a problem, because right
Because-
on the piece of paper, it says that he
Because,
doesn't
and,
meet all the
and,
criteria.
and the reason why I think that that's the way it should be done is because we've kicked them back for people not filling them out.
Correct, yeah. I
So
would
it
agree.
needs to be a consistent rule here that is in compliance with the ordinance. So, okay, so I made the motion. Did you second that, Mr. Reeves?
I second that.
Mr. Reeves seconded the motion. Any questions on the motion? Being that there's none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Mr. Panitsky abstains. The motion passes. Okay, now we're going to the special order of business, the amended agenda for the solicitor's report. Mr. Check, if you'd come up to the podium, please.
Thank you, Jason Check, Solicitor for the city. I'll keep this brief. There has been a number of questions back and forth between Christie, as Secretary of the Trade Licensing Board, and some other questions I got through email about certain types of apprentices and age requirements specifically. Doing some research and kind of just making it official in front of the board here is that it looks like for electrical work, the person who's applying to be an apprentice needs to be 18 years old. That's a flat-out rule at this point. It is the recommendation for no minors from the Pennsylvania Department of Labor and Industry. It's on their website. The city, at this point, like the city, and if there's some argument, well, the city could bend the rules for someone who's under age 18, the answer to that is no. So because remember, when you go from the federal level to the state level to the local level, things get more strict. So the
Right.
federal government gives you a certain amount of rights, state can give you expanded rights, locally, you can get more.
What you're
So-
saying is the city of Erie is a political subdivision of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania.
That's correct.
Okay.
And so the PA Department of Labor, well, they got this is all in there for safety reasons. So actually what you could do is you could say, if it was reasonable, you can't do this, kind of looks legal, but if you said no electricians in the city unless they're age 21, and you said for safety purposes, you could try to do that, something along those lines would be legal, but not in this particular case. So you're
Right.
stuck with 18. Now, I was trying to find, there's no set requirement for specifically for plumbing.
No.
Because plumbing is a little more broad, because it involves, the HVAC stuff and water. But it does say specifically, though, let me find my reference here. So what I did find, though, is that I think to be welding, or not, sorry, not to be welding, for plumbing, you should be at least 16 or older. There's no like 14 or 15-year-olds. And the reason I say that is that in the Department of, again, same document from the Pennsylvania's Department of Labor and Industry website, there's something under construction worker. Now, normally I wouldn't really look at this, but it says construction worker in any capacity also includes repairs and maintenance of a building or its equipment. It's very broad. So I would say if you have a 15-year-old who's interested in plumbing, plumbing clearly is a repair of a building, the inside, that's a no. Now, you can't do everything that deals with plumbing, I would say, is that because this is where you got to get really specific and be careful if you are monitoring that, 16 or 17-year-old. So because if there's anything you're dealing with like brickwork, like just in my house, last summer we had a French drain put on the inside, and so part of what they had to do is put a vent connecting it to the plumbing system outside, so they had to go through, the brickwork there. So that would be a no. For brickwork, you have to be 18 or older. That's listed in this document. For anything dealing with welding, so if you're doing even probably the smallest weld, anything that deals with fire, explosives.
Soldering and brazing are both types of welding.
Exactly. So if there's a person so if there's a minor, they can't do that. So you'd have to make sure that they're not doing anything with brickwork, welding, soldering. And also, the other thing would be excavating. Now, the excavating I found is for more than 4 feet deep. So again, that's very specific, but these are very specific. These 3 things in particular are in this document. You have to be 18 or older for those. So I would be very careful if you were hiring, someone under the age of 18 to do a plumbing apprenticeship.
There are 4 things on that list that all are part of plumbing, which is a reasonable argument not to allow minors to do that.
You can do that. I think you would have to amend the ordinance, though.
Yes, understood.
Yep, so-
But excavation's one. I mean, I'm a master plumber. We put sewers in the ground. The depth with the water lines, a lot of them are 5 feet deep. So excavating, that's out. Welding, we solder. The steam fitters braze, we braze, medical gas, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there is a bunch of, power tools are out, I mean,
Yeah, there's specific type of
Power
tools.
saws?
There's specific types of tools that are listed here that are out as well. So anything
Right.
that's metal fabrication, metal bending, or disc cutting are specifically listed as well.
Right.
So there's a lot there. So again, the person, if you take that on, that master plumber would be taking on would make sure there has to be direct supervision in case. So-
the bottom line is, we don't want anyone to get hurt.
Well, and that's also part of the rules that come out of labor and industry as well.
Right, that's why there's child labor laws for that reason, so children don't get hurt.
Yeah, if this was 1912, send them down into the mines,
Right,
but not anymore, so.
okay.
So,
Does that conclude your report?
that does. I focus mostly on electrical and plumbing. If there was something else, bring it to my attention and I'll look into it.
Okay, thank you very much for the solicitor's report.
No, you're welcome. Appreciate it.
Where'd you find that wonderful information?
Pennsylvania has a website for Department of Labor and Industry. The document literally is a PDF, prohibited occupations under child labor.
Thank you.
And then it breaks it down by age, like what's completely prohibited, and then what is broken down further by age.
Great. Thank you, Mr. Chet.
We have the same thing in Scouting America, 14-year-old and under can't operate a lawnmower, can't operate, 18 and younger can't do a circular saw. It specifically states which tools. But yet
Yes.
you can use an axe, but you can't use a mattox or a pick.
Right.
Isn't it crazy? I know.
Okay, so there's nothing left on the agenda. Our next meeting is Tuesday, August 4th at 1 PM. If there's no objection, we'll take a motion for adjournment.
So
Motion to
move.
adjourn.
Who said that?
I did.
Mr. Collins. Mr. Collins makes a motion, who seconded? Mr. Sessler?
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. The meeting is adjourned.